the point of this video is going to be why have relationships. This is relationships in general, but it's more specifically dedicated to like romantic relationships, but it's relationships in general as a topic. I'm probably just going to title the video as Young Teenage Cringe, I guess. I'm going to title it as because it's how my voice fucking sounds. So, Young Teenage Cringe. It's going to be called Young Teenage Cringe by my name. So, yeah. So, the point I'm going to start off with is name a guy who has never been used in a relationship. Okay, just name a commenter who hasn't been used. Like, you will go to a lot of, of these, what's it called? Like these, oh, I got reject how to get girlfriend videos. They get so many views, you know why? It's all an academic, but you know why all these like base Zeus and whatnot, these YouTubers get such big views despite just doing videos on relationships. It's because it's really hard to please women. That's what it's really hard to do. Especially in my age where most people are very political about like being independent and whatnot, I guess you could say. It's really hard to find relationships, and I'm not even saying like I'm far beyond that concept. It's just too much stress with. I'm not even like relationships in general. It's just way too much stress. If it isn't family, I mean, honestly, I'd love to have my own house and not have to see them. But if it isn't family, it's friends that aren't friends but are just trying to, it's you know what I mean. If it isn't friends, it's people trying to get your buck. It's just a sad society we're in. That's about the gist of it. But I've had this happen so many times. I will be so nice to people, help them, talk to them. You'll be a decent person, but that's not what helps you. You have to be a fucking asshole who screws everyone over. You'll see this too. It's not even my great grandpa said this too. He's like fucking 90 fucking years old. Like, he's an old fucking man. So, and he had the same thing happen when he was young. Like, when he was fucking young, the same shit happened. Bitches like assholes. I don't know what it is, but that's how it is. Bitches like the assholes who smoke pot and drink, alcohol and whatnot. And this isn't even my era. This is like fucking old fucking person who was born in like 18 something. Like, very old. Beliefs are still held very similarity, despite what people want to say. It's very similar to what it was. It's not exactly similar. What has changed? I'm not going to deny that. They don't have slavery anymore, yada yada. There's a lot of things that changed. But, like, a lot of core principles and a lot of core ideologies are the same. So that holds of women, too. My real question is to, not even just, like, men, but just people in general. Why search? Why search and bend down your knees and say, please will you go out with me, or you want to go to prom? It's like, why? You're putting so much effort, and she's just holding you by the hand, moving you how you want to go. See, this is why they have guys go first, so the girls can pull the slack from the guy, take what money they want from him, whatever they need from him, say, then after they're done, they say, fuck you. Or if they're really bitchy and stuck up, they'll meet you at the fucking yard, and they bring 3 guys to beat you up. And don't say I'm the only one who had this happen, because there's people all the time that have this happen. There's the girls who will be like, hey, you want to meet me up? Next thing you know, you got your ass kicked by 3 guys, and one of them's a boyfriend. And one of them's a brother. It's like a whole fucking gang they have all the time. It's not even a gang, but that's what they do. And a lot of times, like, if you're in your own town, or you're anywhere really, or in your county, or in your state, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, like whatever area, right? Oftentimes, you go like 3 towns down, and the women will still know each other. It's not even women, but it's people in general. They'll all know each other. It's all the popular kids know each other. It's not an academic. The people are just dorky. Yeah, I'm dorky, but that shouldn't make me any less of a person than they are. But no, it's just what you look like and what you do, not who you are or how you behave. And people like to say, oh, it's all about who you are. That is like the biggest bullshit statement. They use this for women specifically, but when it applies to men, it's a different story. Because girls around to fawn at men and do it at that, but we can't fawn at women. No, it's too much to ask. They want their cake and eat it too, per se. And this isn't it's the ideology that disgusts me, not the actual self-value of it, I guess you could say. It's that they think they're superior. And, I mean, by what? I mean, I guess they pretty much are at this point. So there's that. I really need to stop saying, it's a real bad habit of mine, but back to the topic. Why would you not get a hooker? I mean, I said this to a lot of people. It's like, you want a piece of ass, let's be real. And it's an exchange. I mean, I know it's a money exchange. She's benefiting a lot from it, but you're getting the basic thing you want from a girlfriend without all the stress or drama or any of the fights you have to. I mean, I got fucking fights with women before. Not with women, but like with the boyfriends or brothers. I mean, a lot of the times that's how it is. Then don't fight for them. It's like, then you don't get the girl and you don't get what you want from it. And people say, "Oh, it's just you. It's just what you do. It's not anyone else's fault. It's you. It's you. It's not the woman's fault. It's not anyone else's fault. It's you. It's probably mine, yeah. But most of the blame is because you men and me in the past care too much, and they take advantage of that. I mean, if they see a man bend down on their knees, being like, "Hey, you want to go out with me?" I mean, you're not actually bend down on your knees, but they see you at that weak point, looking for that relationship. And they're going to take that opportunity, manipulate you, use you, and get the money they can have from you. And they won't care what you do for them. You can buy them fucking golden car. A car made out of fucking gold, and they would still fucking screw you over and take you a buck. I mean, you see this with married people, too. They just marry people for fucking money. I even thought about the option myself. Like, just financially. Like, the financial capabilities of it. You know what? I know it sounds sick. But women do it, too, so don't think it's anywhere wrong, because women do it too. I would marry a fat bitch just because she got good money. I mean, look at Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton. They aren't. I mean, Hillary Clinton's mostly with Bill because he got money. He's loaded. That's how it is, though. I mean, that's both my aunts, aunts and have money just due to their marriage. And that's how it is. Marriage is a way to get inducted into money, get indoctrinated into money. It's been historically seen as that. I mean, as far as back as the 17th century, it's been used as that, as a way to get money. And relationships were just a precursor to marriage. But nowadays, with the option of having a hooker, you don't have to worry about getting, and you say, "Oh, there is AIDS." I'm like, if you're really that desperate to get a piece of ass, I think you're not going to care much. If you're desperate enough to, like, search and really just make yourself look like a fucking fool for the sake of having a girlfriend, I think you're not gonna care much. It's like, it can kill you. It's like, most people who are looking this bad are pretty fucking desperate and don't got much buck. And if I didn't say this already, if you don't got buck, you're a fucking loser. If you don't got money, you don't got the green cash, you're a loser. You're nobody. You should just not even be anywhere, really, if you got no fucking money. I mean, I got no fucking money either. Like I said, I understand this because I have no money. It makes, like, for someone to say, "Oh, it's so easy to be, not have money." And the people who say this have like, big bucks. And it goes for both sides. The people who say life's so hard has no money, and the people who say life's so easy have money. So it's like, you can't use either statement because both are stating from the exact opposite side. They don't understand the other's position, so it's impossible to rationalize with each other because they don't understand. It's like, they had this concept explored in Naruto. I know it's a fucking dorky property. I'm talking about something serious, but whatever. Sasuke, the main rival, whatnot, he's like, "You can't understand how I feel because I felt pain of loss," meaning his parents got fucking slaughtered. That's what it was. And Naruto never had that feeling of parental attachment, and that's how we cannot understand. This is the same scenario here, except the poor can't understand the rich because the rich don't understand what it's like to be nothing. The poor can't understand what it's like to be rich because they never were anything. So I guess there's that. You can't understand a concept if you haven't experienced that concept, right? You can't, like, even if, like, you're not lonely and you've been lonely, you can understand where someone is from that understanding of that pain, right? Like, I've been lonely before. I was the kid who you would see sitting at the lunch table alone every day. I was that kid. I mean, it used to affect me, but I don't go to fucking high school anymore. So there's that. I mean, there's just a bunch of fucking dicks. That's what high schoolers are. And they use prom. They use prom as a way, and it's pretty much just a gloating fest. Everyone who goes are the fucking popular kids. The people who do go, it's just for irony, pretty much. I mean, they spent their entire life's going there. They're not gonna fucking ditch. Is the point? I mean, it's more like, it's like, why am I gonna go somewhere if I'm just getting fucking... And you'll see this too. People will ditch you for fucking palm. People are just fucking dicks like that. And there's people who's like, you should ditch me. It's like, don't cry. You're fucking big, mate. Like, you shouldn't be crying about that type of shit. Because there's gonna be people who continuously rip you off and screw you over in life. If you keep crying over every motherfucker who puts a knife in your back, you should just fucking hang yourself, because you're not gonna be anywhere. Because there's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers who screw people over. And it's not gonna be exclusive to that person, it's not gonna be exclusive to the guy next to you. To be honest, I mean, this is just me, I guess. Like, if I'm working a job, like, I'm working, and I see someone do something bad, I'm not telling my boss because I care that he did something bad. I'm telling my boss because that's one less guy compete for cash. That's one less guy taking my payload. I'm getting him off the fucking registry. I know it might seem like a dick move, but do you think he wouldn't do the same to you just to get more money in his pocket? You think he wouldn't do that? If you don't think he wouldn't, you fucking shitting yourself. You got fucking shit in your pants and you're bullshitting yourself to think otherwise. So take advantage of the positions you have and do what you can. I'm not saying it's easy, but life isn't easy, so to expect such would be retarded almost, so. I'm not saying I'm the most intellectual person in existence, but I'm saying that's a fact. If you don't have anything and you have to work, most of the time when people mean work, they mean tear the competition apart and get bigger. And that's how people do. Rich people don't get there because they shook everyone's hand. They got there because they screwed everyone in the fucking ass, then threw them in the fucking dumpster after. That's how they got successful, not because they were, hey buddy, do you want me to help you? They said, hey buddy, I'm gonna take your fucking cash and rip you in half. And most of the time, the people who are rich are older, it was a different era. There's that. They're older and generally, and they're a lot more smarter than most of, like, the modern generation too, so they would manipulate, like, people of our intelligence to get money, and to gain their further gain. They didn't care. Do you think they would care about the guy next to him working? They would sell that guy out for a fucking buck. A buck's a lot back then. You could buy, like, 5 chocolate bars for that, a buck back in the day. I think it's a lot fucking cheaper. I think a house is like a few $1,000 fucking dollars too. I'm not sure on the exact market value because it's kind of impossible to figure out past market values, but this oversensitive populace that my generation has is kind of retarded. I mean, you kind of just have to grow up and be like, I'm moving past this retardation. It's really fucking dumb, But with that, I guess I'm gonna say Bob74H out, and good riddance, and bye.